Hi, boys and girls. We're back. It's Thursday. I'm going to continue reading Restart to you. I've had some technical issues the past few days, so I apologize for those. I'm hoping maybe I've resolved those issues, but I've made, if it's painful for you to watch for 10 or 15 minutes, I've had to redo about 10 different videos because they're not loading properly or something's wrong. So I sincerely apologize on my end, and I'm trying to get that all figured out. So fingers crossed it doesn't keep happening. Chapter 4 is titled Brendan Espinosa. So this chapter is going to be told by Brendan, a character that we're going to learn about today. The impressive breadth and diversity of wildlife in the modern middle school is on display nowhere more than in the lunchroom. Here we see the species of cheerleaders grazing in their native habitat, the salad bar. I focus on Brittany and Letitia as they make their delicate selection of lettuce, cucumber, and tomato slices. As I shoot, I balance the flip cam on my forearm to keep it steady. Everything looks better on YouTube when the camera work isn't all jumpy. So Brendan right now is recording the kids in his middle school in the cafeteria. A longing glance in the direction of the pizza table. I continue my narration. But alas, it is not to be. For cheerleaders, this meal is garnished with a radish, rose, and fat-free dressing. And wait, I pull back the shot to include Jordan McDaniel heading out of the food line with a heavily laden tray. Could it be? Yes, a rare, clumsiest fall downest weaving his way to the nearest table. You can do it, clumsiest. Uh-oh, there goes the soup and that orange rolling across the floor. Oh man, this stuff writes itself. Who needs a script when you've got real life? And now we leave the relative safety of the food line and venture into the lion's den. I go on, panning over to the corner table where Aaron, Bear, and some of their football buddies are eating too much and laughing too loud. This is the land of the carnivores, where lesser animals fear to tread. Don't I know it? I'm filming on maximum zoom, even though it's bound to be a little blurry. So Brendan won't even go near Aaron and Bear in the cafeteria. He's too afraid of them. So he's videotaping them on full zoom. But where's their leader? Could that be him paying for a pack of Fig Newtons at the cash register? Yes, it is. The king of the beasts, Footballus herois, his thunderous footsteps striking terror in the hearts of all creatures great and small. Watch him make his majestic way to, so who is their leader? Chase, right? As I pan my flip cam to follow Chase Ambrose's path to his football buddies, he disappears from the frame. I frown. He's not going over there. He's headed somewhere else. I get him back into the shot and struggle to continue my voiceover. But wait, Mighty Footballus has changed direction. He's taking his mighty self to a different table. For reasons known only to his supreme mightiness, he's coming. Oh my God, he's coming over here. I whip the camera away fast enough to leave a trail of burnt air hanging in the cafeteria. He's opposite me, larger than life, holding his tray over my table. Why is Chase Ambrose coming anywhere near lowly me? Does he know I'm making fun of him and his friends in a YouTube video? If so, I'm dead. No ifs, ands, or buts. My last interaction with him was the time he and his co-Neanderthals stood me against a tether pole and then played an intense game, the rope whipping around me until I was trussed up like a turkey. I'd probably still be there if the sanitation workers hadn't come to empty the dumpster that day. Actually, I'm lucky I wasn't in the dumpster. Those jerks bullied Joel Weber so badly that his folks finally sent him to a boarding school. Is anyone sitting here? Chase asks. I glance up, expecting to get a face full of something. He's standing there, looking like he's never laid eyes on me before. My mind screams, red alert, but aloud I say, sure, help yourself. He takes a seat and then actually spreads his napkin across his lap, just like a civilized person. Although I look down at my own lap, no napkin, and probably none on any lap in the entire cafeteria. This is the weirdest thing that has ever happened, unless, could the rumors be true? It was the biggest news in town that the great Chase Ambrose fell off his roof and landed on his head this summer. You can still see the cuts and scrapes on his face and his arms in a sling. But the gossip around school is that the guy actually had amnesia. He doesn't remember anything before the accident. I thought it was just a rumor, but what other explanation could there be for why he's sitting here with me instead of with his football friends and acting like a human being nonetheless? My video on hold, I turn back to eating. And let me tell you, that's not easy when you're sitting across Chase, amnesia or not. I read that some amnesia is temporary. If it comes back to him, I could have my entire egg salad sandwich shoved up my nose just for daring to be near him. Then I noticed that he's struggling to saw away at a barbecued chicken breast. The dull plastic utensils don't make it easy, especially with one arm immobilized against his chest. He's really working hard at it. Beads of sweat stand out on his eyebrow. I speak the craziest, most foolhardy words that have ever come out of my mouth. You need help with that? No thanks. He keeps on sawing, getting nowhere, his frustration growing. I still can't explain why I do it. I get up, loop around the long table, and approach Chase from behind. It's easier when both arms work. He battles a moment longer and then gives in with a sigh. Maybe I could use the hand. So there I am in the middle of the cafeteria, hunched over the predator, cutting up his chicken. At one point, Shoshana Weber passes by and shoots me a look that perfectly combines shock, amazement, and disapproval. Or maybe she's just trying to figure out why I'm sawing his meat. I finish, put down the knife, and hand him back the fork. Thanks, he says sheepishly. No big deal. I return to my side of the table and sit down and hit the floor hard. A chorus of laughter explodes all around me. That's when I notice I'm surrounded by football players. Bear puts my chair down on top of me, trapping me under it. Chase, man, you're at the wrong table, Aaron exclaims. Come with us. We saved you a spot. They practically kidnap him and drag him to the lion's den. A few minutes later, the chair is lifted off of me and somebody hauls me to my feet. Chase. Sorry, he says, looking uncomfortable. Come on, man, over here. Come some shouts. He hesitates. They're your teammates and your best friends, I tell him, because maybe he doesn't remember. Right. If I didn't know better, I think he wasn't that thrilled with the idea. Back in my seat, I take out my camera and realize that the video has been running the whole time. There's no picture, obviously, but the audio is all there. I might listen to it later just to prove to myself that I've had a close encounter with Chase Ambrose and lived to tell the tale. I'm going to stop there. That was chapter 4, Brendan Espinosa. So just to refresh your memory so you're not getting too confused. Chase is the main character. We learned in the beginning that he fell off his roof and suffered a concussion. He was in a coma and he has amnesia, which means he doesn't remember anything from before the accident. We also learn about Shoshana and her twin brother Joel. We know that Joel was bullied so badly by Chase and his friends that he was sent away to a boarding school to get away from it. And now we learn about Brendan Espinosa, a character who also is fearful of Chase, the bully. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I hope you're still enjoying the book. Make sure you answer the comprehension questions that follow. And have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.